Hello, my name is Yan Desjardins, and I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I am welcoming you back today here in Ottawa. Our topic today is how to overcome a refusal when applying for a Canadian visa. I have spent 15 years working for Immigration, Refugee, Citizenship Canada. During my experience as a visa officer, I was fortunate enough to help thousands of people reach their dream of immigrating to Canada. First and foremost, it is very important to understand what the refusal ground is telling you. Please note that officers may issue more than one refusal grounds when it comes to a refusal for a Canadian visa. Let's use a tourist visa for an example. You might be refused on the grounds that you do not have sufficient travel history and also perhaps not sufficient financial establishment. This means that multiple refusal grounds must be overcome either by reapplying or by asking for a reconsideration. The second most important thing is to ensure that no administrative errors has occurred in your file during the processing. During the process of your application, an officer may err in the assessment of the actual documentation or information you have provided. If you feel that an officer has wrongfully issued a refusal against your application for a visa, you may be in a position to send a reconsideration request to the officer in order to correct the mistake. If there are no mistakes in the assessment of your application, the solution for you will be to reapply and submit a brand new application along with the new fees. When submitting a new application, you will be required to submit new fees and new supporting documentation. When applying to overcome a refusal, it is very important that you submit proper documentation to satisfy the officer of the previous concerns. For example, if your refusal ground pertains to your financial establishments, you may be required to submit further bank statement, company documents, and/or any other documents that may be useful proving your financial establishments in your home country. Next, if you're in Canada, and in order to avoid unnecessary refusal, make sure to lodge your application before the expiry date of your permit. Applications submitted after the expiry date will most likely be refused and will require you to restore your status at additional cost in Canada. When applying to overcome a previous refusal, you may want to submit a letter of explanation to the officer processing your case. This letter could bring more information to clarify the previous refusal. This may help the overall assessment of your application and reassure the officers on the previous refusals. When writing letter of explanations, be concise and straight to the point. Provide factual information that is helpful for an officer to overcome the previous refusal. Last but not least, some refusals may be very difficult and challenging to understand, for which you may require the help of a trained professional. Regulated Canadian immigration consultants, such as myself, can help you make sense of the immigration requirements. If you have received a refusal in the past or would like to ensure the success of your application, please contact us for a consultation today. To all of you, my Vietnamese friends, I welcome you to join us in Canada and come enjoy the great outdoors and visit the beauties that Canada has to offer.